Turning now to our candid conversation with musician Amanda Shires. She was on the verge of quitting music, she said, when she made her latest album. It's called Take It Like a Man. Now it's being hailed by critics as one of country's best recent albums. She's very proud of this work. The New York Times says, quote, "Here's the spirit of outlaw country in 2022. A fearless woman gathering all her strength and belting out her truths with a poet's diction and a bird of praise voice." That's
I like that.
Awesome. I like that, too. In addition to her acclaimed solo work, Shires was also known for founding the all-female supergroup The Highwomen with Brandi Carlile, Maren Morris, and Natalie Himby, all superstars in their own right, as well as her work with her husband's band, that's Jason Isbell, and the 400 Unit. Nate and I recently sat down with Shires to discuss her album, marriage, and motherhood. Tony was off because he had the Rona. That's the only reason why he wasn't here.
No problem.
But here's that interview. I want to talk about your music because you have said everything on this record is autobiographical. You didn't hold anything back. So what was your thought process? What was your mind state when you were writing?
Well, at first was when I was writing, I was like, the worst that could happen is I don't like the song and nobody has to hear it. And then I'll write something that I like or feel comfortable with or even want to investigate in the studio.
You sing about things that are struggles most people will not admit to, even within your marriage.
Right.
Were there difficult times when you were writing or even recording?
Oh, definitely. You know, I feel like the more that we talk about these things, like my grandparents were married forever, and they said marriage is hard, but I never understood what that was. But it also feels like if you talk about marriage, you're doing something, I don't know, unfair to them. Yeah.
It's almost taboo in society now.
Yeah.
It's too personal.
Yeah, it feels like cheating or betraying. Yeah, if you talk about it, but I think it's more helpful.
It's therapeutic.
Yes.
I do think it's therapeutic. You're, of course, married to Jason Isbell, and you were very candid about problems that you all had in your marriage, and he encouraged you to release a song that could be very vulnerable for people who are listening.
That's kind of the job, though. In the end, I wasn't sure I wanted to answer questions about it, and his advice was, you don't have to, or you can tell it from your side, because it is, you know.
It's your story.
Yeah, and I think the job, though, is that writers say the hard things so other people can have language for those hard things. I think I was worried about the questions and then about criticisms, not in the musical sense, but in the way that I was talking about my marriage with...
Right, your personal life.
Yeah, my personal life. But at the same time, it feels like the pressure's off to maintain the always shiny, happy, married people.
It's not always sunshine and rainbow.
Yeah.
No, and people don't talk about it. And then is that normal? You don't know if you're supposed to keep going through the hard times to make it through some potential hopeful...
You come out on the other side.
Maybe you do.
Are you and Jason okay today, can we ask?
Today, yes, we are. Yes.
Okay, I'm glad. But I'm so fascinated, Amanda, by your voice. I don't even know how to describe it, and maybe that's the point, that you can't really be pigeonholed into any kind of genre.
Right.
Do you feel that?
The voice thing is part of the reason I almost quit, because one person told me, less goat, more note.
Less goat,
more note.
But that's okay. We've forgotten about that.
I'm insulted. Yes.
But it's all good. I don't know how to describe it except for, I don't know. I learned to play violin first.
Yeah,
it's beautifully unique.
Well, thank you.
And that's okay to describe it like that.
Yeah, beautifully.
Right?
It sounds a little bit like braggy, beautifully unique.
No,
it's not braggy at all. You've earned the right to say that.
Exactly.
There are people that are beginning their journey, young teenagers that are looking at maybe marriage or getting into the music industry, trying to figure out who they are, what they want to do. What advice do you have for them?
I think that the thing that worked for me a lot was showed up on time. And when people say be a team player, it's not as much about being a team player as it is understanding group dynamics, like understanding a person is going through something that you don't know what they're going through, and you are as well, but to kind of give grace in the situation of humans. And the other thing is always pack a swimsuit.
Always pack.
Yeah, you never know.
Be ready.
You
to
never
take a
know
dip.
about what.
Swimming. There could be a pool, there could be a hot tub.
I like that.
That's so
I
funny.
like that.
Okay, that's really good. I'm going to remember Amanda Shires said, always pack a
Always pack a
swimsuit.
swimsuit.
And talk to us about being a mom. You have a young daughter, Mercy. What is the message you're sending to her?
That whatever thing she falls in love with and is passionate about, she should do. And then if she should find something wrong in the world, she should change it if she can.
I just think that you are so cool and your voice is so beautiful, and I can't wait for us to be blessed with your performance today.
That's
I thank
right.
you. Thank
Well,
you
thank
so
you
much.
so much. I'm honored.